Welcome, wrestling fans, to this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show, as I'm reviewing the Friday Night SmackDown live from Tampa, Florida, where we would see this Friday Night SmackDown kicked off with General Manager Nick Aldis giving an ultimatum and a warning to Kevin Owens to bring back the WWE Winged Eagle title belt in order for them to get some order on Friday Night SmackDown. And if Kevin Owens doesn't do that, we'll have to see what happens at the end of Friday Night SmackDown. Thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Next on SmackDown, we would see a backstage interview between Naomi and Bianca Belair as they were asked how does it feel to be the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, as we see Naomi wins her first title since returning to the WWE, and Bianca Belair gets to hold on to her half of the tag titles after her partner Jade Cargill was taken out a few months ago, and now because her friend stepped up last week, they won the match to become the new tag champs in the WWE Women's Division. And they would show each other respect and show Bayley respect as she walks into the fold, and in the interview, as Bianca Belair and her sort of hash things out, shake hands, and they would have to get on the same page because they would team up in a 6-woman tag match to kick off Friday Night SmackDown, as we would see the team of Bayley and the WWE Women's Tag Champs Naomi and Bianca Belair go up against the team of Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, Candice LeRae, and WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax. But Jax would have a lot to say before the start of their matchup, accusing Belair of being the one to take out her partner Jade Cargill, saying that she was jealous of her and just could not stack up to her wrestling ability, and that she needs to admit it right now, or Nia Jax is going to get in that ring and make Bianca Belair admit it to her by force. And that's when we would see an epic matchup in the WWE Women's Division, as all 6 of these women left it all inside the ring, as we've seen a very competitive matchup, but Candice LeRae and Tiffany Stratton could not get on the same page in this one, and due to the miscommunication on Nia Jax's team, we would see Naomi take advantage of this after Tiffany Stratton tried to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase, but Candice LeRae would stop that from happening, and Naomi takes advantage and gets the pinfall victory over Candice LeRae to get the win. And because of that, Naomi now has a championship opportunity, as it was announced next week on Friday Night SmackDown we will see the WWE Women's Championship on the line, as the champion Nia Jax will go against Naomi one-on-one. Then next up on Friday Night SmackDown, after this first match, we would see backstage General Manager Nick Aldis having a conversation in his office with A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory, handing General Manager a bill saying that this is what happened when Braun Strowman destroyed the set of Grayson Waller effect. But Nick Aldis throws that paper away because he ain't got time to deal with this, telling Austin Theory and Grayson Waller if they have a problem with Braun Strowman, they need to take it up with Braun, and telling Austin Theory that he's got a match that he needs to get ready for coming up next with Braun Strowman. And then we would see Sami Zayn show up to Friday Night SmackDown to speak to General Manager Nick Aldis about what happened on Monday Night Raw when the Bloodline attacked Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, as Sami's looking for a little payback on Friday Night SmackDown and looking for a match against Solo Sikoa or the Bloodline. But then Carmelo Hayes would come in and interrupt this conversation, and Sami Zayn would take offense to this, telling Carmelo, hey, look, man, I know you're new here, but you need to show some people respect, especially when 2 people are having a conversation. You need to wait your turn. But Carmelo Hayes shrugs that off because he doesn't care. He wants to pass around his new Christmas cards after getting a count-out victory over Braun Strowman the week before. And Sami Zayn, of course, takes exception to this and says, you know what, Nick Aldis, how about you give me a match tonight against Carmelo Hayes instead of the Bloodline? And the general manager would oblige, as we would see Sami Zayn go one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes on Friday Night SmackDown. Then next up on SmackDown, guys, we'd have our next match of the evening, as we would see Braun Strowman, the monster among monsters, go up against Austin Theory, the one half of the tag team A-Town Down Under, with Grayson Waller on the side of the ring to try to help out his buddy. But we would see Braun Strowman get the victory in this matchup, dominating Austin Theory, as Theory could not compete with the big monster with all of his powerful moves, as he slams slams Austin Theory down in the middle of the ring with a body slam to get the victory in this one on Friday Night SmackDown. Then next up on Friday Night SmackDown, guys, we would see a video from Kevin Owens in his car once again with the Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt saying, oh, you want me to return this belt, Nick Aldis? That's what you want? Okay, well, you know what? I think we need to have a conversation inside that ring. So I'll go into the arena on my own terms, but you will meet me inside the ring and have a conversation with me without security, without nobody, because this championship belt right now belongs to me. I deserve it because I got screwed out of the WWE Championship, and you ought to know that. But let's have a conversation one-on-one inside the ring. Next, we would see a championship celebration for the new Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green, as she was introduced by her friend Piper Niven, but gives herself all the credit. Showed up dressed as the Statue of Liberty, nonetheless, as she's just full of herself, talking herself up as the greatest United States Women's Champion of all time, the longest reigning, the best ever, until Michin would come out to interrupt Chelsea Green, telling her that if it wasn't for her friend Piper Niven, that she wouldn't even have that championship in the first place, saying, let me introduce you to my friend, a kendo stick, as she would attack Piper Niven, who tried to come out and confront Michin before Michin would go inside the ring and look for some payback against Chelsea Green, but Chelsea Green would roll out of the ring and get carried out of the arena by her friend Piper Niven as she narrowly escapes a brutal attack from Michin, as Michin looks to possibly challenge Chelsea Green to get that WWE United States Women's Championship belt. Then next up on Friday Night SmackDown after this, we would see backstage as General Manager Nick Aldis has his hands full, and we would see DIY meet up with the Street Profits and the General Manager of SmackDown, and Nick Aldis would ask DIY, I need you to tell me the truth. Do you guys know who attacked the Street Profits a few weeks ago when you guys won the WWE Tag Team Championships? And DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Wrestling would say, no, it's a bit of a tragedy that it even happened in the first place. I'm sorry to hear it. And that's when Nick Aldis would go, well, I actually have two eyewitnesses that say they seen who attacked the Street Profits. And he would point, and it's pretty deadly. Of course it is, as they're always hanging out backstage trying to get their musical started, and they would try to leverage their information with General Manager Nick Aldis to get funding for their Pretty Deadly the musical. And that's when Nick Aldis would say, well, how are you going to get funding in the first place if you're fired? And then they would say, it was Garza. Los Garza was the ones that attacked the Street Profits, as it looks like Pretty Deadly may not be telling the truth here. And then we would see the Street Profits go confront Los Garza of Lagardio del Fantasma, as Roberto and Angel Garza would be attacked backstage by the Street Profits. After this confrontation, we would then lead to our next match of the evening, as we would have a tag team match where we would see the Street Profits, D'Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, go one-on-one with the team of Angel Garza and Roberto of Los Garza of Lagardio del Fantasma. And this tag team match would be epic on Friday Night SmackDown, as these guys would show off all their athleticism, but the Street Profits would get back to their winning ways as they get a little payback against Los Garza, getting the victory in this tag team match. And then afterwards, we would then see the Street Profits go backstage to show Pretty Deadly a little bit of respect, saying, thank you guys for telling us what's going on, with Pretty Deadly saying, oh, please don't mention it, because actually DIY met up with Pretty Deadly just before the Street Profits did here on Friday Night SmackDown, and DIY would be like, what are you doing? What is it exactly that you want? And Pretty Deadly would say, well, if you guys scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours, huh? As they're trying to, of course, finagle their way into something on Friday Night SmackDown, but who knows what is, as DIY says, okay, we got you, man. We'll look out for you. And as they walk away, that's when the Street Profits came and tried to show respect to Pretty Deadly. But when Pretty Deadly walked away, that's when we would see the Street Profits go to talk to general manager Nick Aldis about a title opportunity for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But Motor City Machine Guns would confront the Street Profits saying, no, guys, you're going to have to get to the back of the line, because if any team is up next for a title shot for those tag team championships, it's going to be us. And the Street Profits are confronting the Motor City Machine Guns when we would see Apollo Crews, of all people, come up and tell the Street Profits, hey, you guys are being fooled, man. They are lying to you, because I seen who attacked you, and it was not Los Garza. It was DIY, and that surprises the Street Profits as they cannot believe what is taking place here, and we'll have to wait till next Friday Night SmackDown to see what's going to happen with the Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits, and with the DIY WWE Tag Team Champions. Next on SmackDown, we would see a video promo from Andrade as he calls out Shinsuke Nakamura, telling him that he's not scared of his mind games that he's been playing and thinks he's an undeserving WWE United States champion, as Andrade would tell us all that he is inevitable and that he plans on challenging Shinsuke Nakamura for that United States Championship belt around his waist. Next is our main event of the evening, as we would see Sami Zayn go one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes, and these two would leave it all inside the squared circle as they would show off their athleticism, going back and forth with an offensive barrage on both of these superstars, beating the hell out of each other, before we would see Carmelo Hayes try to scurry his way out of this matchup before Braun Strowman would come out and try to stop Carmelo Hayes, but Hayes would run away outside of the arena, and out of nowhere, the Bloodline and Solo Sikoa would attack Sami Zayn inside the ring, brutally beating him down before Braun Strowman would come back out, seeing his friend being attacked, and he would drop Carmelo Hayes off of his shoulders and go to try to help out Sami Zayn, as it would be Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman inside the ring facing each other. But then we would see Solo Sikoa take care of business as the numbers game adds up for Braun Strowman, with Solo Sikoa delivering multiple Samoan spikes to the Monster Among Monsters, and also delivering a big Samoan spike to Sami Zayn, as Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline send another huge message to one of the OG Bloodline members, Sami Zayn, on Friday Night SmackDown. But that would not be all. To end Friday Night SmackDown, we would then see Kevin Owens come out to the ring with the Wing Championship belt after security came out to try to separate the Bloodline and stop them from attacking Sami Zayn. We would then see general manager Nick Aldis already out in the ring to talk to Kevin Owens, as these two would have a one-on-one conversation, with Nick Aldis trying to tell him, hey, I've already said everything I need to say, so I need you to hand over that championship belt. But KO refused to do so, saying that this is the only leverage that he has to get what he wants, which is a rematch with Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship, saying that he got screwed out of the title at Saturday Night's Main Event. He knows it, WWE management knows it, and Cody Rhodes knows it as well. So he deserves this match, and he does not plan on giving back that WWE Winged Eagle Championship belt until he gets what he wants. And then we would see general manager Nick Aldis tell him, this is non-negotiable, and I'm going to tell you as clear as I can, you either hand over that belt or you will never step foot in a WWE ring again. But then we would see the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as the undisputed WWE champion, would come out to the ring to confront Kevin Owens, telling him to stop, to shut up, that he is sick and tired of hearing what Kevin Owens has to say, all of his excuses for beating down all the people that he did and blaming everybody else, and that he plans on having a matchup against him to get back for his mentor, Randy Orton, who can't be here in front of this crowd at Tampa, Florida. And he looks at general manager Nick Aldis and says, make it official, do it. And Nick Aldis would say, that match? You really want that match? And yes, folks, we would then see Cody Rhodes challenge Kevin Owens to a ladder match at WWE Royal Rumble. As it is official, we will see Kevin Owens go one-on-one with Cody Rhodes once again, with another opportunity to become the undisputed WWE champion, as the American Nightmare will have to defend his championship in a ladder match against KO at Royal Rumble. What a Friday Night SmackDown, but we did not end here until Kevin Owens delivered a cheap shot to the undisputed WWE champion, as Cody Rhodes laid down inside the ring with general manager Nick Aldis trying to protect him, but Kevin Owens would continue cheap shot after cheap shot until security would come out to separate Kevin Owens from Cody Rhodes, as Kevin Owens would walk out raising the title belt above his head and stating that he is ready to take on Cody Rhodes, as Rhodes laid out in the ring laying down as Kevin Owens walks out of the arena. What a statement made by KO, and this has been your WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show for Friday Night SmackDown. Please guys, make sure you hit that like button and like and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show for more WWE show reviews after every Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown and every premium live event right here on this sports entertainment channel, Tim Reynolds Show. This has been your WWE show review for Friday Night SmackDown on December 27th, 2024. Thank you guys so much. This one was from Tampa, Florida, right near my hometown. So guys, thank you so much for supporting Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys leave some comments and let me know what you guys thought. Thank you guys so much. Peace out from Tim Reynolds Show. Let's go.